viewers. You're watching QTV Youth Dialogue, and I am your host, Jennifer Sonko. It's always good to be back. I am so happy about the positive feedback that I was able to receive from last week's show about the TABA and endometriosis. Like I said, March is endometriosis month, so let's make sure to start the campaign now, going towards March, inshallah. And the TABA as well, we decided to do the show because we've seen that young people have been making good use of it, and it's very, very harmful when it comes to your health, respectively. So special thanks goes to Dr. Awaja for coming here to enlighten all of us in relation to the use of TABA, and I hope that that particular conversation benefited you, and I know it did because I did receive a lot of calls in relation to both endometriosis and the use of TABA. So like I mentioned last week's show, 11th of February is International Day of Women and Girls in STEM. It was last week Thursday, and if you watch QTV News, I did a special report on women and girls in STEM. So last week as well, I attended a particular event at Fajikunda Health Center, and I saw that a lot of young people were given awards. It was an award ceremony, and I saw that a lot of young people have been given awards in relation to the work that they do, ranging from nurses, and the list goes on right there at Fajikunda Hospital. Thumbs up to the management of Fajikunda, because I think that employees do respond to recognition for their good work. It is very important to recognize their work, especially when it comes to young people. So today, I'm here with nurses from Fajikunda Health Center, a nurse, a general nurse, and a midwife from Fajikunda Health Center to take a look at their work as well as what this recognition means to them. The reason why I'm doing it is just to make sure that we are as diverse as possible. They are nurses. They've never been on TV before. So today we are having them here. You know, that's the whole goal of the Youth Dialogue. We try by all means to make sure that we expose those young talents out there. So today, I'm here with a nurse and a midwife to have a conversation in relation to the awards that they've received, and as well as being a frontliner, because this year's International Day of Women and Girls has to do with women scientists at the forefront of the fight against COVID-19. So we will take a look at that. Thank you so much, Nima Sonko and Awa, for coming to the show.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. So I think I'm going to start with Awa. Awa, I interviewed you and it came on the news, and a lot of people were like, oh, that's a brilliant nurse.
Oh my
yes,
God.
It was really good. We had a brilliant interview that was very, very good. So just, you know, a follow-up question on what we discussed the other day in relation to how you felt being awarded as a general nurse by your health center.
Okay, thank you, Jennifer. Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
And first of all, I would say thank you to the general staffs of Fajikunda, the management. We bravo them and tell them thank you for acknowledging our efforts. And first of all, we like thanking the general nurses in the Gambia, we can say, because having an award as an individual, you can't have it as an individual, because nursing is like, it's a chain of chain work. And to have this kind of award, you have like, you found something on and you are like, join in it, and the chain just go on. Yeah. So this is an award for everybody at the outpatient. This is an award for all of us. Okay. So we are just pleased.
You're pleased about it.
Yeah.
So Nyima, what about you? I saw that when you were called, you were so emotional. You know, you were so emotional, and everybody was clapping and like Nyima, Nyima. So I'm like, Nyima is our own Nyima then, because everybody was chanting and clapping, and you were a little bit emotional. So talk to us about how you felt getting to receive this award.
Okay, thank you so much, Jennifer. And I'm thanking each and everyone. I'm thanking the RT Directorate, the hospital management, the health center management, Fajikunda staffs, everybody from top to bottom. I am saying thank you to all of them. Like what I was said is that nursing is a chain work, it's a continuation, because I cannot have this medal all by myself. It's like somebody will hand over a patient to me, then I continue, and the work goes like that. So I cannot achieve it all alone. So it's dedicated to everybody, each and every midwife at the labor ward.
Yeah, great. I am happy. So that is the medal right there for you. I think it's really nice, and it has Ministry of Health that is just giving it its power. Oh, and it's Best Nurse OPD. Yeah. This is a huge award, you know.
Oh my God. Okay, when you say OPD, you mean an outpatient.
Yes.
And the outpatient is just there to see patients that will come to the hospital, not basically to spend the night, but for you to see it. But you will find this funny. We normally see patients that all over. You mean the inpatients, we see them. We see the labor ward patients. They will come to us because it's like it's a point, like it's a center. Like anybody who come to the hospital will first go to the outpatient, thinking that there is where you normally go. But an outpatient is like an open place for everybody, and we sometimes direct them. Here is where you should go. Here is the
So it means you have to be a patient person. While you were going to receive your award, I was sitting with one of your colleagues. I will not tell you his name.
Okay.
So I was sitting with him. So when you were called to go and receive your award, this particular person said, "Hale bi num bahe, ki mo tay, dañ amone fi ben hale dafa gañu, so daf ko defar dress ko bemba." You know, that is what he said. While you were going to go receive your award. So it means you are a very patient person. So lan nga am pour wax ci mbiri lolu.
Okay, talking about patience, for me, this award, I would have really appreciated if at all it was from the community. Because these are people that we serve. So one time I will tell you a scenario. It's very funny, and really I feel happy that a patient do that. A 7-year-old, I can say, approximately 7-8 years, I came on afternoon, and there is this old lady on the way was telling me, I'm not gonna wow. I was like, okay. I was in a rush thinking that it's an adult or somebody. And I just came to the outpatient, and my colleagues, I found them there because I normally greet them before going to pray and take over. So they were like, someone is asking for you.
Wow.
On the whole, this someone was following me. This someone recognized me. I don't know the patient. But the child was just told me that, Awa, you are the one who threatened me. Oh. It was an accident. She went further to explain to me that it was an accident. I came here, I was flat. You are the one who threatened me. You are the one who was taking care of me. Today I'm here to tell you thank you.
Look at that.
I was like, oh.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
And for me, this award, I won't say that it is my effort. I would say it is a joint effort. Because just do your work. Just do what you are taught. Doing the work, just doing the work done, making sure the work is done. That's what will help you to have awards. This is not something that I expect. I'm just doing my work.
And
so along the way, this come, and I just believe this will be there will be many awards to come on the way.
So Nyima, what about you? Why do you think that you got this award? What special qualities do you have as a nurse to an extent that you got this award? Because sometimes when there has no senior soft, we will come to that. We will come to that, especially you young nurses. We will come to that because young nurses, then they have still So we will come to that, and you guys will talk about that as well. So Nyima, why do you think you really deserve this award?
I think that is based on my work, the work I'm doing for the individuals at the facility, antenatal mothers who came to labor, to deliver and have their babies. Because normally we try our utmost best and do the best for them during labor, up to delivery and up to postpartum. And even at puerperium, we do our best. We take care of them, and then I think that is why
you are able to get this. And I saw that you really deserved it because everybody was happy. The crowd, everybody was shouting, everybody was so happy. So I'm like, ki mun na ligayam. So awa ñu dem ci Olof tuuti rek. Okay. Yen nurses yi dañ xamadi. Yu nekk lañ dee dégga. Nurses yi dañ dee ciipu nit ñi. Da nga am doom sa ñu la sandi. Xam nga yu nekk man dama dee dégga yu bari. So man sometimes dama dee ne waaw lii nurses yaa ko dee def wala duñ ko def. So tey nag yéen a ngi fi. te yéen ay young nurses yi wax ma ndax yéen nurses yi lana tax yéen ñu amee seen tur nag.
Jenaba, thank you.
Wow.
Man, before joining, this is something that I was hearing. Now I said, with the modern nature of science and the modern way.
Dañoo ñëw si Olof bi.
Okay.
Because bi suñu yaay yi si kër bi sa ñoo dee
okay, let me.
Yéen a ngee dem waaye nurses yi nag dañ soof bu leen ko bàyyee.
Okay.
So tontu leen. Ndax yéen a koo def. Wala nit ñaa ko foog wala dafa am seen collègue yoo xam ne ñu ngi koo def. Lan mooy problème.
Man ci man. There is no amul benn nurse. boo xamante ne mu ngi si Gambia bi. te daf dee aat noonu. Tell me why.
Why? Lan moo tax nga wax
léegi lii damaa wax ne comme this is ancient time of nursing. Now this modern life that we are living in, everybody is educated. Lu ñu dee jàngal mooy you as a caregiver. You have to have all the patients that you need. People insult me in my outpatient. Yes, then ma dee saaga. And I will say, I will mood. No, not jërëjëf. The jërëjëf will long in. dafa bari wax bi rek. You will just mood because is the work. You choose nursing.
Why our fogulo na yow ya mel non.
Did it?
Fogulo na yow ya nek ko xamne suñu tagué nga
did it do attitude? The attitude, it doesn't go that way.
Why haral.
Okay, let me just not be. Okay, in general.
Parce que xej na yow
okay.
nonu nga mel yow da nga respectful. Suñ ne awa mu ne naam awa ni xam nga because so gisé nga mëna am award bi respectata. Te loolu respect boko na ci xam nga ko xamuloo ko. Waye ñu ne nurses yi in general dañ dé mëna mel nonu da nga defend guy wala luy problème bi.
No. Okay, now let me just start neutral.
Neutral, wow. Nangu nga na nanguwulo ne am na nurses yu mel noonu. Nanguwulo lu tax?
Because nga ne youths like us.
Wow.
We are nurses.
Wow.
Generally, manela youths like us
wow.
will not do anything to our clients, our patients, and even our escorts. Mind you, escorts are much more difficult than patients.
Okay.
I'm telling you this. Now, I'm on the fence. Let me tell you this. You as a nurse,
wow.
you choose this profession. The profession tell you, you need to be like this. You need to be calm. You need to have patience yourself.
Wow.
Before you give care to people, you have to have patience. These are people that are ill, they come to you. So, legi, knowing in regard for your and buga moy total satisfaction to that patient.
Wow.
No ko muna de amé moy turu wax bu ne ndanka
awa turu wax bu neex nangu naa politicians yi suñ leen a swear in pour ñu nekk président amut wax bu neex ba ñu dut wax dañoo ekkati seen loxo ne we swear na nii at the end of the day suñ demee ba am liggéey bi duñ dee behave in accordance with that loolu gis nañ ko fi politicians yaa ngi koo def yeneen ak yeneen liggéey ñu ngi koo def ñun sax suñ liggéey bi as journalist am na ethics boo xam ne moom lañ àndal waaye pour journaliste bu mun a taxaw mu ne ekkati suma loxo mu ne ethics yëpp maa ngi koo fuufil bariwut understand so yéen tam the same way nuñ leen employé ne leen patience ndax ñëpp a ngi exercise
that is human nature
waaw
léegi okay as far as you said let me not be biased
waaw
okay now let's say there is need for attitudinal change let's say that
waaw
now people are not the same from home
waaw
but the nursing field, I'm telling you, it will teach you, this is your ethic, do this and that and that. This have to change you.
Wow.
So when we act differently, know that we forget our ethics.
Okay,
and
but
that,
act differently.
Yeah, I agree.
Wow, why na there's a number.
Yeah.
Yow dal nel ne rek man awa discipline dama toppa suma tankili. Yow na gis na ne bëggulo no fi enu la. Bëggulo gaay yobu sa tur. Yow la understand. So ñima lan nga am pour wax ci lolu because wax nañ fi ne non si waaw dañ na xarit deret dañ ni dañ ne li xam nga ñu bëgg a xam rek ndax xëj na nit ñi seen wax rek la wala yéen noonu ngeen mel.
Thank you so much, Jainaba. It could be, it couldn't be. Munna amut. Like everybody is of your own. Like what they are saying in the community, we are hearing it, and it might be true. Maybe you might come that day you met with a very arrogant nurse. It might happen because it's happened in the police, security, everywhere. Teachers, you might find somebody who is very arrogant. Maybe the day that patient came to the health facility, met with a very arrogant nurse. It might be because people have different attitude from different homes. So that experience, that person, that patient experience there, that day, that is how he or she is going to home to relate it at home. That the nurse bu ma tasel tey daf ma saaga bu ma doon jox am doom daf ma wax lu nekka.
Loolu lañ dee wax.
Wow, it can be. I will not deny the fact that do they am. They am. But it's like sometimes ñoom tamit nuñ dee ñëwee. Oh my God, whatever you do to them, they are angry. Now it was just like we are going to take patience.
Waaye ñoom nuñ dee ñëwee waaye yow nurse bi.
That's what I'm saying.
Xam nga yow yaay jël ndax du wala naka la dama bëgg a xam yow yaa war a patient wala.
Patient waaw ñu ñoo war a patient. Waaw ñu ñoo war a patient. We do it to our utmost best to be patient, to give all their necessary things, take care of them up to their satisfaction. That is right. That is their right. Loolu guys seen right la. So we should do that. Waaye ñeneen tam am na nuñ dee ñëwee. My God.
That they meet.
They come home with their stress, come to the facility, just want to pour it on you.
Nit ku feebar is expected. Nit ku feebar du dee neex deret.
That's true.
When you're sick, you shouldn't expect that a person who's sick should be happy. Man, when I'm sick, I'm angry because I want to get better. You know, that is what happens. So when you come, you just put it on the nurse.
That's true.
Okay? But it's a two-way thing.
Yeah.
We should take it easy on the nurses, but the nurses should also know that they're there for us, they're there to serve us.
Yeah.
That is why both of you are able to get awards.
That's
so
true.
len bonon soft sohor. Xam nga you guys will not have this.
No.
You are talking about the community. You prefer this award coming from the community. But let me tell you something. Things that the community is saying about you, reach them. That is why you're able to have this. It came from your bosses, but little something from the community reached them. I sat in a gathering, the gathering that you were receiving this award. That person did not know that I was going to interview you. That person did not know that you'll be here today. But I was there in their midst, and the person was saying, "Hale, be more respectful. Key, then if anyone be na hale mu dress ko ni," you know. It's because of the good attitude. That's why you guys are able to get this. So now, international. Yes, you want to say something?
Yeah, even at the end of the end of everything you've done for them, at the end they will tell you, they will be thanking you.
You see?
Abaraka bake jerejef, kontaan naa.
Wow,
Naka nga tudda? Yeah, yes, and at the end.
Exactly. So, like I said, last week Thursday was International Day of Women and Girls in Science, and the theme is international scientists at the forefront of the fight against coronavirus. So, as nurses, the fight against coronavirus, working at the hospital and having to deal with COVID-19, how did that go for you? I know it must have been so painful. QTV in particular, we are part of the media houses that have been hit hard. And I'm aware that about 10 staffs in Fajikunda health posts were affected by the COVID-19, and you guys were working with them. So how did you guys deal with that?
Thank you. That's a nice question.
Yeah.
Because during the COVID-19, the duration, the hit, the time that it hits our hospital, that's the time that you will know the intensity of COVID-19. And because most of our staffs at the outpatient were part of those that are quarantined, and we had shortage of staffs and all those stuff. And it affects us in a way because it's like doubling all that you are doing. Making sure the preventive measures that you were doing, because as a nurse always we do prevent ourselves, but when it comes to COVID, it's like an increment of what you were doing. So it's like boosting yourself to do stuff that you were not doing. Put on masks, put on screens, put on everything. So it's hard for us with this weather, you know. So sometimes we walk, but we walk in and it's really tough, very hard.
Knowing that your friends also have COVID.
Part of it, and it affects you mentally because you will be walking. Let me tell you, I was scared in a moment. My mom will be telling me like, "Awanje, fogulonga talk tay, bul dem. You dey say lopitan mi dafa am COVID." Man, no, I will go. Mom, we have preventive measures. We have to go. This is something that you choose, and COVID comes for everybody. You, the journalists, the everything. We are all frontliners, and for nurses, we had been frontliners, but this COVID has really
pushed you
more.
Yeah, Nyima, how was the feeling?
It was really bad. It was very intense there. Everybody was in chaos. I mean, it was very horrible there. But thank God we overcome it.
You overcome it.
Yes, we overcome it.
So none of you had COVID?
No.
Okay, no, I escaped COVID as well. I was sick at some point. I thought it was COVID. I'm not saying I didn't have COVID, but I was so sick at some point. But I think it was psychological at some point. I was so scared because most of my friends had COVID-19. So none of you had it?
No.
Alhamdulillah, that's a good thing. So you did stick to the preventive measures?
Yeah, we do wear masks and then gloves. We put on the PPEs, the GS, and then we prevent ourselves from it.
Okay.
We avoid direct contact with patients. Like if you are having direct contact with patients, we put on our PPEs
to be able to meet with them.
Prevent ourselves.
Yeah, and it was so hard because you guys had to do double,
considering
double. The fact that 10 patients were affected.
Left,
wow.
for quarantine.
Yeah, that's really hard. But thumbs up to both of you. The UN this year decided to recognize you women frontliners, because it's really hard being a woman coming from a home, probably some having a child, and then having to go to work. You talked about the fact that your mom said you should not go, but this is a profession that you chose and you decide to do it. So talking about profession and talking about career, now let's shift the attention to why you guys decide to be in the science field, that is to be nurses, because like I said, we are still looking at International Day of Women and Girls in Science. We all know the gender biases and the stereotypes attached to women in science. Sometimes when you want to do science, anything related to science, they'll be like, buko def xam nga rek dafa metti jigen nga soy wara dem lopitan sa domi, bring in all of these things. So how did you overcome all of those biases and stereotypes to be able to venture into the sciences and eventually become a general nurse?
Thank you. I'm pleased to talk about this topic. First of all, I'm inspired by my namesake.
Okay.
She is a nurse.
Okay.
And she will be telling me, Awanja, you need to join nurses.
Yeah.
Nursing is good for you.
Yeah.
And I would be like, oh, I don't know. I don't want to be a nurse.
Yeah, you've been reluctant at some point.
And one time she had to join me to be a volunteer in then I was going to school to be a volunteer in Ahmadiyya Hospital. So there is where everything started.
Great.
I'm like, I will be a doctor. No, I have to be a nurse.
Yeah.
So why did I choose to be a nurse?
Yeah.
Was like, nurses, you see them all the time in the facility.
Yeah.
As a patient, go to the hospital, you will see the doctor, yes. But you will always see the nurse 24 hours there. So I was like, I want to be a caregiver, but let me just go for the nursing. I just did it because she put me there to know what is going on.
Yeah.
That's how I take everything.
And I think that was a good method.
Yeah, that was a good move for me, and I went to the university to study nursing, general nursing, 2014 badge, and we graduated in 2018, and I've started Fajikunda. I have found a team that is like, wow. So I just joined the team, and it's just like 2 years approximately, and they have put me part and parcel of their team. I found strong nurses, nurses that are tirelessly working. They always there. You find them there. You will never come to a hospital, our outpatient, and there is no nurse, never. Because even if the time for closing is there, you find the nurse there. She will be there. She will wait for the reliever.
Next person.
Yeah,
Amazing.
she will be there. You can. Sometimes she will be there for hours, waiting for a reliever due to transport problem and other stuff.
Yeah.
But nurses that are there, they are really, really doing their best. And I know it's like in all facilities.
Yeah.
Nurses are always there.
Yeah.
You will find
amazing.
them there.
I am so proud of all of you, for doing this as young people. It's really amazing. And the fact that you guys are young people and are able to be recognized by your institution means that you're doing well. Thank God for Fajikunda Hospital, to be honest, because Fajikunda Hospital might serve as an inspiration to other health posts to also start something like this, encouraging and recognizing the efforts of the nurses and the midwives and all of them. I think it's really good. And Fajikunda looks like a very organized setup.
Indeed.
I don't know, I'm not there, but I'm like, these people, they look like a very organized kind of
general, let me tell you, we now have a lady in charge, and a lady OIC. We have it now, and she had been really pushing us. Really, she had been trying to adjust and to add up, change up many things in the facility.
Amazing.
We really we thumb her up and tell her thank you.
Okay, thumbs up to the new, is it?
OIC,
Ramatulai Kamara. Thumbs up to her. It's a woman, it's fine. As it's a woman. So Nyima, talk to me about why you decided to be a midwife. Why did you decide to venture into the sciences instead of any other field?
All right. First of all, when I graduated from school, Nusrat, I thought of...
Oh, you graduated from Nusrat? I graduated from Nusrat too.
Okay.
That's great, Mr. Bojak.
Yeah. That's right. I wanted to be a soldier.
Yeah.
I wanted to be a soldier in the army.
Okay.
But my dad, may his soul continue to rest in peace.
May his soul rest in peace.
He told me that, no, my daughter cannot be a soldier.
Okay.
A woman with a gun?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
You should be a nurse. Okay, I said, okay, Dad, if that is so, I will be a nurse.
Yeah.
Then I went in for nursing. I started doing my nursing program at the SN school in Bansan, 2007.
Wow.
Yes, 2005. Then we graduated 2007. I went for posting. Then from postings, many places like Sinchubalia Health Center, almost 1 month, and then to Brufut Health Center. That's where I spent most of my time. Then 2011, I went back for the midwifery program.
Oh, great.
Because when I started, I said, okay, Dad, I will be a nurse. Then I said, Dad, I promise you, I'll be a very good nurse.
Yeah.
Then that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So then I went in for midwifery. We graduated too. I was posted to Gain Sanjal Health Center.
Amazing.
Then from Gain Sanjal, then I came to Ilyasa Health Center. Then from Ilyasa, came to Fajikunda Health Center.
Amazing, nice
Yeah.
journey. And I like the fact that you went up country because
Yes.
hanga food that they made you. When you go
Honestly.
up country sometimes,
Yeah, you
it's really hard.
experience, yeah.
So it's good that you've been to those places.
Yeah.
It's really good.
And experience many things, how to work, and then you work with many different people. Yeah, then finally I'm at Fajikunda Health Center. Yeah.
So how was the posting up country? Xam naa ne posting nag dafa metti.
Dafa metti
Dafa
kay.
metti. So yow naka nga ko dundee to be able to perform?
Yeah, we adjust to the system we made there. Like equipments, we adjust to what we have there. Because like we cannot say that dafa war a am nag you know every instruments and everything should be in place. But some of the time do they am. So then for the neck we improvise and let life goes on so that we save lives.
Wow.
Lolota. Yeah. But anyway, posting up country is very nice. It's enjoyable.
Really?
Wow.
So how is the
Morgan
community?
Philly,
How is the community?
they are so nice, welcoming you, like places like Gen Sanjal.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Okay.
When they started to greet you, you feel like, no, don't stop. They
Don't
will
stop,
continue. Jamarek.
Wow.
They'll be going
Okay.
with the Jamarek.
Naka wa fofu, mbata wa tulen.
Jamarek. I really like those places, honestly, to be
Okay,
candid.
amazing.
And with Badibutu Elias, it was a really nice place. Even at Brewfood, it
Yeah.
was really nice.
It seems you have a lot of experience
Yeah.
looking at all the places that you've
Almost
been to.
12 to 13 years. in the field.
Experience, yeah. It's been like a long time.
Yeah.
Amazing. So now let's talk about the challenges as nurses. Ngeen nekk ay jigéen, you people being in the midst of other men, being in the midst of a very tough profession, comprising other people probably that are more experienced and all of that. So how do you get to deal with it? What are some of the challenges and what do you do to overcome it?
Thank you. First of all, our major challenge is medications.
Okay.
Because working in the outpatient is nice when there is medication. Sometimes you write medication for patients, doctors will write, and take it to the pharmacy, you realize that there is no medicine. And mind you, the patient will come to us back and tell me, well, we don't have any medicine.
Yeah.
There is no medicine in the hospital.
Yeah.
So what we normally do, sometimes we have our just small stocks that we give start and tell you, just take this now, and later at home, you can send someone to go and buy this and that for you.
Yeah.
So sometimes we explain, but patients will not understand. And it's hard for us because we cannot afford all that medicine for one patient. We cannot afford to buy it for them or to give it
So
to
you,
them.
that small stock you're talking about, you buy it with your own money?
With your own money.
You're joking.
And you have to give it for start. Because sometimes the patient will come with fever, there is something that there is many things with the patient. You have to take that medicine and give it to the patient just to calm the patient down at that moment, because it will work. And later, the patient had to go and buy the medicine
on their
own at the pharmacy. This is one of the challenges, and it's the major challenges that we are having at the hospital. Talking about your colleague that are experienced like Auntie Nima, you can see that when you're working with experienced people, you tend to have or know more. Because at school, they will not teach you everything. So what you see here is different from what you are taught. And sometimes many a times is equipment. You will not see all the equipment. Sometimes you improvise. You improvise to an extent that you have to improvise for cutting. So one can imagine that. So sometimes we have that problem as well. In our facility, particular in Fajikunda, I can say our outpatient is small, and sometimes privacy becomes a major problem. And in nursing, first thing that they would teach you is how to privacy is the key for any patient that you are seeing. No matter how the patient is, privacy, patient's comfort is
very important.
Your priority.
Okay.
So now what we do is we manage with the small patient that we have, and we try to do everything there, and bearing in mind that we have emergencies
and
sometimes,
you need to save lives.
And all that we normally do it in our outpatient, and it's so small. And finally, I can say at our outpatient, we're having minor theater. But this theater had not been working. As I told you, I was there. And I noticed that this theater is not working. Many of our deep lacerations, many of our RTAs, many of our lipomas, we normally send them to Banjul. And this actually make the workload at Edward Francis Small very, very congested. And it will always, this is what we can do, because our our theater is not functioning.
Yeah.
So if at all this theater can be up and running, you will see that this laceration, this
Can
minor
happen
fractures and all those stuff, we can
manage it there.
Manage it there. So this is our challenge right now.
Okay.
And I'm sorry, let me tell you, we have challenges as nurses. Nurses, our work, as I tell you, is chain. So this chain work require timing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to work from 8 to 2. So, but if at all it's 2 o'clock, you don't see your reliever, something signal your brain that it's time for you to close. You become slow. This affects me, I'm telling you.
Okay.
So you become slow because it's time for you to close and you are still seeing patient. You become really, really slow.
Okay.
It affects
and your response might be ineffective.
Thank you. This is it. So what we have problem with is the time for the reliever to come.
Okay.
And that, if you see that happening, we are not having staff buses.
Yeah.
We are not having our individual cars and all those stuff. And our sister country here, nurses have their own car. Nurses are able to use their own car and come to work on time.
Yeah.
How can you perform well when you don't come to work on time? You cannot.
Yeah.
You rush in a rush, you come and change your clothes and do all that. It cannot function. So what we need from the central government, I can say, we need motivation.
Yeah.
And this needs allowances. Our salary, thank God, let's say thank you, God, because God is paying us of the work that we do.
Yeah.
But in our salary, we can, you see nurses here, 25 years working experience.
Yeah.
They don't have a plot of land. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Because of the motivation is lacking.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm telling you this, and I'm pleading from the central government. Let them provide
Bring in motivation. Yeah.
motivations. Let them give us cars. Take it from our salary. They are the one paying us.
Yeah.
So we cannot run without not paying them
Yeah.
back. Give us loans for lands and all those stuff. This will motivate you.
To do
this
more.
will make many youths to run into the nursing field. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I totally agree. Nyima, so what do you think? What do you want to add to what Nyima is saying? What Awa just said, what do you want to add?
Like what Awa is saying is the truth. We are not motivated. We are not motivated. And then like in Fajikunda Health Center, we didn't have an operating theater, though we have the structure there, but we are not working. It is not working. It's unfunctional. So that means it's of no use. The structure is just built there. I mean, if it is functional, the workload at EFST will be
reduced.
Yeah,
so as a midwife,
yes.
What are some of the difficulties there having to help women
yes,
deliver?
because if women have complications like CPD and malpresentations and the like, what will you do? Because there is no theater. You urgently refer the patient to EFSTA because there is no theater to operate on that patient. You cannot do much for the patient. And we did not do blood transfusion, which is very vital. It saves lives. Blood transfusion saves lives. And then, like somebody who is bleeding profusely, you need to transport that one all the way to EFST to be transfused, and after they will be asking them, where is the escort to come and donate blood and the like. You see, it's another challenge. So we are urging, the central, to help us, central government to help us even with blood bank. We start transfusion.
So there's no blood bank at Fajikunda?
Yes, no operating theater. Yes, and then that's it.
Okay, so I think if this plea is coming from young people that have so much energy, I think something needs to be done. And something that you said is very important. If more motivation is put on the side of nurses, you will see that a lot of young people will come and be nurses. Because the reason why young people sometimes do not venture into certain professions is because they feel like it's not good enough for them. So if the motivation is there, they will definitely join. Nyima and Awa, I am so happy that I'm able to meet you guys at that particular event, and here you guys are. Before we started, they were like, duñ ko mëna def, ñun nurses la, ñun gloves ñun ak yooyu rek ak max loolu lañ xam ñun duñ mën a wax fii ñun si lopitaan bi lañ xam ñun. And look at it, you guys were able to educate a lot of people out there who are watching. So this is the objective of the show. We make sure to bring people like you who are always in the background to show what you can do and to educate people out there. So final words to my viewers, and then we will get to wrap it up. And when you're giving your final words, please add few tips that you think young people out there who want to be nurses can make good use of.
Okay. Thank you. Finally, what I would say is thank you to everybody. Thank you to our our staffing at Fajikunda Health Center. And thank you for our nursing attendants.
Yeah.
They really help us in working, and they really assist us. I normally tell them, you guys are a compliment to our staff, and they really help. And they are youngsters. If you want to be a nurse and you find it very, very difficult in the beginning, just try and attach yourself in a health center, a hospital, or anywhere, volunteer, and you will tend to learn more about nursing and what nurses do. Don't listen to people out there. We're just doing our best. And I know our best is not enough right now, but we will get there for a better Gambia.
Yeah, thank you so much, Awa, for coming. I really appreciate it. Nyima.
Okay, thank you so much. I'm thanking QTV, thanking you, and thanking thanking the health center staffs and everybody, and our RHD for their support in everything we do. Because without them, we cannot be here. And we are thanking our patients, everybody whom we do receive at the health facility. I'm thanking each and every one of them, and I'm telling the youths to come in and to be nurses. Nursing is a noble profession, it's a noble job. At first, if you want to say, you'll be scared, oh, I cannot be a nurse, I would see this, I would see that. But when you venture into it, when you start it, you will see, oh my God, this is so nice.
Yeah, it's a very good profession.
Yeah, and then I'm saying thank you to everybody.
So from now on, tell buñ len o ngeen dem te bu len ragal parce que trial bi def nañ ko fi tay and it worked. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing. You are totally amazing. You guys, I mean, you were like, oh, we can't do this, but look at you. The impact is there. I am so proud of both of you for allowing me to bring you here, because I know at some point you were like, oh, didn't come another.
I really wanted to go.
You wanted to go, but here you are. You've done it. So thank you so much. I really appreciate your coming here, and we will get to follow your progress and see what you guys are up to right there at Fajikunda Hospital. Thumbs up to the management of Fajikunda Hospital for what you do for your staff, recognizing them yearly. I think it is very, very important, and keep it up, because when people's work are recognized, they tend to do more. They tend to do more. So please don't stop it. Do continue it. And thumbs up to the OIC, Ramatulai Kamara, for the good work that you're doing. This is a clear justification that you're doing well, because they're here talking about it, giving their testimonies. So viewers, we will take a short break, have an exciting insert for you guys. When we come back, then we will get to wrap it up. Stay tuned.
In as much as we are trying to bridge the gap in technology, these challenges still remain, the struggle still continues, but then again, someone has to be there to do the fight. And some of the challenges that we face as women in STEM-related fields is that we are not giving the same opportunity men are given. You will see a woman that is qualified as equally as the man counterpart for that particular position, but then again, since there are limitations to the female gender, they'll rather give it to the male counterpart than to the woman, even if they're equally qualified for the job. Or even if you're going to get the job, what they would have paid the man won't be the same pay you were getting, even if you're going to be doing the exact same work as the man. And another limitation that we're having is the time. Women are usually expected to be doing a lot of household work and other things, and STEM-related fields are usually demanding and challenging. So women usually stay away from those positions because they are expected to do other societal responsibilities, which are actually hindering the progress of involvement of more women in STEM-related fields. So I think the fight still continues, the struggle still continues, but then again, we need to encourage each other as women and tell them that it is slow, but the change will definitely happen sometime, and we need to get more women into the role and into the field of STEM.
I believe women in the Gambia can make it when it comes to technology, not just in the Gambia, but all over the world. most of my friends are in tech, and some of them are women, and they're doing an amazing job. In fact, I believe women are really good coders because they pay a lot of attention to details, especially when it comes to design and stuff like that. Some of the best front-end developers I had in the university were women. And I think as we the men, we should encourage them and to help them to get into the tech industry.
Welcome back, viewers, from that short break. Special thanks to Awa and Nyima from Fajikunda Hospital. That was such a brilliant conversation. I can't wait to have you guys back here to talk about how young people can venture into nursing, giving them a lot of tips. And most of the tips that they talked about had to do with patients and also volunteering. These two tips are very important, especially volunteering, because Awa talked about how she volunteered at a particular hospital and later understood the work of a nurse and later developed passion for nursing, and here she is, and she won an award from Fajikunda Hospital. So thumbs up to Awa and Nyima for what you do right there at Fajikunda Hospital. So viewers, don't forget to connect with QTV on our different social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Go subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on our different social media platforms to stay connected with what QTV has to offer. My personal social media handles are as well in front of you. Take it, contact me. I will surely pen them down, your recommendations and comments, or even implement them. Viewers, just to give you a strong reminder about the fact that currently Youth Dialogue doesn't have a sponsor. We had a sponsor previously. Thumbs up to those people that reached out and helped. But right now, we do not have a sponsor. We need one. To keep this program going, you need to support this program. So there's a number in front of you. Take it, contact them, negotiate with them. It's not expensive, and get to sponsor the safe space for young people in the country. Without a sponsor, we cannot keep this program moving. It's been going on for 3 months. It's been going on for 3 years, rather. I don't want to lower the number of times that we've been here. It's 3 years, actually. We've been here for 3 years, and we've been doing what we could for young people and the community in general. And to keep on doing this, you have to come and support us. And to support us, like I said, there's a number in front. Take it, contact them, and get to negotiate with them in relation to prizes and any other thing that you want to inquire about in relation to sponsoring this show. Till I come your way next week with other young people doing extremely well across the country, do stay tuned.